Welcome to Engineers Academy. Subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to receive the notification for the upcoming videos. Now today we are going to solve this problem 212. It is from 7th edition. So a small probe P is gently forced against the circular surface. This is the circular surface with the vertical force F as shown. So this is the force. We need to determine the N and T components of this force as a function of the horizontal position S. So we need to find the components as a function of this S, right? So how to solve this? So let me draw this line. Let's this line is equal to the radius. So let's suppose this is R. Now let me draw another line. So I will draw this line, and the length of this line is S, right? So if this is theta, let's suppose, so then this side, this is the base of this triangle. Let's suppose if I write OAB, so this is the base of this OAB triangle. So now if you want to find this base, so then using Pythagoras theorem, R square will be equal to S square plus B square, and the base will be equal to R square minus S square under the root, right? So this is the base. Now if I draw the force, if this is the force, this is the force vertically downward, right? So if this is theta, right, so then this is also theta. This theta and this theta, these two are alternate angles, right? So this is also theta. So if this is theta, so then we can draw the components of this F force along N and T. So then this will be the F of N component, right? And this will be the F of T component parallel to T, right? So this will be F of T. So now if I write, so this is F of T, this one is F of N. So the angle is made with F of N, so F of N will be equal to, and this is along the negative N direction, this is the positive N direction, so this is along the negative N, right? So then it will be minus F cos of theta, right? And from this triangle, from triangle OAB, cos of theta is base divided by hypotenuse. So base divided by hypotenuse. So then this is equal to F of N minus F, and base. So base is B divided by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is R. So then F of N minus F. B is R square minus S square under the root divided by R, right? So this is F of N. Now if we write F of T, so then F of T will be equal to F sine of theta, right? So then this will be equal to, and this is along the positive T direction, this is the positive T direction, right? So then sine of theta, so cos of theta was base divided by hypotenuse, right? So then sine of theta will be what? It will be perpendicular. So perpendicular is S, this is the perpendicular. For this theta, this is perpendicular, and the hypotenuse is R. So sine theta is S by R, right? So then F of T will be equal to F S divided by R. So now these are the two components of F as a function of S, right? So these were the required components of this force. Now the next problem is this problem 214. It is also from 7th edition, right? So in this it is said that if the equal tensions in the pulley cable are 400 Newton, so this T and this T, both of these are 400 Newton, right? So it is said that express in vector notation the force R exerted on the pulley by the two tensions. So we need to find the resultant of these two tensions, that, and the resultant will be the force applied by this pulley, right? And determine the magnitude of that R. So let me draw the free body diagram. So let's suppose if this is the X and Y axis, and if this is the tension T, this is at 60 degree, right? So this is given. This angle with the positive X axis is 60 degrees, so this is 60, right? And let me draw another, this T as well. This is also T. this is T, this is T, and both the magnitude of both T is 400, right? So then if I draw a parallelogram, if I complete a parallelogram, so then this will also be that T force parallel to that, right? And this will be also that T force, right, parallel to it. So now if we draw the resultant, so this will be the resultant. Let me draw it green. So this is the resultant of these two tensions, right? So if this is tension, this is the resultant. We need to find the magnitude of this resultant, right? So if this is 60, so then this is also 60, right? This is again that T force, right? Tension. So if this is 60, so then this is 120 degree. These two are supplementary angles. Now if this length and this length of this triangle are equal, let's suppose if I write that OAB. So OA length is equal to OB length, right? So these are equal. So when this length and this length are equal, so the opposite angles are also equal. Let's suppose if this is alpha, right? So then this angle is also alpha. So now we need to find alpha. So from this triangle OAB, alpha plus 120 degree, this will be equal to 180 degrees, right? So then this means that 2 alpha will be equal to 180 minus 120 degrees. So 2 alpha will be equal to 60 degrees. This means that alpha angle is 30 degrees, right? So the angle of the resultant with the horizontal positive x-axis is 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees, right? And this is also 30 degrees, right? So now we can find the magnitude of R using Sines law, right? So if I apply Sines law, so then R divided by sine of 120 degrees equals to T. So T is 400 divided by sine of alpha. So alpha is 30 degrees. We can use this T as well and we can use this T as well. So both are equal and the angles are also equal, right? So then R equals to 400 into sine of 120 degrees divided by sine of 30. So the magnitude comes out to be 693 newtons, right? So here in the statement it also said that we need to express it in vectors notation. So we need to find the Rx and Ry component, right? So what we will do, we will find Rx component and Ry component. So let me draw the components of this R now. So let's suppose this will be the Rx component, right? And this one will be the Ry component, right? So now if I write this one will be the Rx and this one will be the Ry, right? So now we know the angle of R with the x-axis, this alpha, right? So this means that Rx will be equal to R cos of alpha, right? So R, the magnitude of R is known, it is 693 cos of 30 degrees, right? So then it is, and similarly the Ry will be equal to R sine of alpha. So R is 693 sine of 30 degrees. So if I find these, so Rx comes out to be 600 Newton and Ry comes out to be 346 Newton. So if we represent this as a vector, so then Rx will be equal to 600I plus 346G, right? So this is the vector representation of this Rx Newton, right? So we can write this like. So this is the solution of this problem, right? So this is the magnitude and this is the vector representation of this resultant of these two tensions.